Hey everyone. Okay, as you can see, I'm behind the wheel of the truck, and I sold it. I had an offer, and I took it. I figured it was a pretty good offer. I don't have to deal with it. Don't have to deal with the transmission, anything. The guy's going to take it off my hands today. Actually, I just drove it to my house yesterday, and it's already going away today. So I only had it sitting out here one day. It's got a trip permit on it that will last 10 days, or 7 or 10 days, I forget. But it's got insurance for 30 days. But we sold it, and I got a stereo in it now. I put that Pioneer in. I picked up from a friend of mine. It's actually going to start playing. Let me turn it off. And it might go off. Let's turn it right down. I know YouTube doesn't like that. Some people say only for partners, but I'm trying to become a partner. So anyways, I'm not doing anything else to it. I'm not even going to put the door panel back on since the handle needs to be repaired anyways. I checked the transmission fluid. It's got transmission fluid. Checked the oil. Oil's up. All I did really is I cleaned the twigs off the front. I put the stereo in, and that's pretty much it. So I'll fire it up, and we'll show you the mileage. It's actually got low mileage for its here, right there. That's all it's got. And as far as I know, it's the original engine and transmission. It's got the Vortec 5.7. I'll pop the hood in a second. We'll do a quick shot under the hood. I don't have a whole heck of a lot of gas, so I can't leave it running for long. Since it doesn't have reverse, I don't know if he wants to go to a gas station or not. I pushed it in reverse a bit, just to drive it forward a little bit, and it rolls pretty good. So, but I'm selling it to a buddy, so he offered me a good price on it, so I figured I might as well take it. There's no point having it sitting around. Also, I lost a spot where I can go mudding anyways. And how some people put it, this is a pretty nice truck just to use for mudding. And it is. And once you see the body in a second, you will understand what I mean. That's actually the battery that came with it as well. It seems to be okay. It's smooth. It runs really nice. There's no lights on the dash. A friend of mine was saying, "Oh, you gotta drive it for so many miles," but I think if there's a code that's going to come up, it's going to come up anyways. As far as I know, it's got heat. Let's try it for a second here. Yeah, it's got heat. I think the AC works. It was blowing cold a bit. It's not really hot enough outside to play around with the AC. But yeah, so let's pop the hood. We'll give one last shot of the engine. It's not like I'm never going to see the truck again. It's going to a friend of mine. So if I do want to drive it, he'll probably let me drive it anyways. So also on the key fob, the remote start works. Obviously unlock and lock works. Everything works on it. The four-wheel works. Only thing I can't think of, and I was worried about the battery being dead this morning, this here always is lit up. It's the brake controller, or the power brake controller. It's always lit up. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or what's going on with that, but for some reason it's always like that. So let's hop out, and I'll give you one last shot of the engine. Okay, here's the engine, 5.7 liter Vortec V8. Again, here's the battery that came with it. I charged it up real slow, did my trick on it, and it seems to be okay. I haven't even opened the air filter cover yet to check the air filter, which I'm not going to do, but it's pretty good. Sorry about that, someone's driving by. Neighbor was backing out, they're driving, that car is coming up kind of fast. But it's got new alternator, it has new fuel pump. It's got aftermarket ignition and aftermarket plug wires. A little bit higher spark, he was saying, it has on it. Then has the alarm, remote start, HID headlights, I believe they call them. For some reason, the passenger side's not working. It was working, but it doesn't seem to want to work right now. Overall, make sure I don't get hit out here. The body is really good on it. Normally these 96s rot out right here. It's not a third door model. It's bubbling, but it's solid. And I was just underneath the truck checking brake lines and stuff, and brake lines look good to me. I don't know what a mechanic would say, but everything else looks good under here. The cab corner here is good. There's nothing wrong with this cab corner. There's a little bit peeling right here, but it's still solid. Let me take a key, I'll show you. It's solid. Bed's solid. Yeah, overall, really the only flaw to the body is a little bit on the passenger side and the duct tape holding the taillights in. But the bed's good. Only real issue with the bed is right along the edge right here. A little bit of rust along that edge. So that's all that's really wrong with the bed. Close her up. Heck, those things are heavy. I'll lock that in a minute. Go along the passenger side. The only real issue on the passenger side, again, a little bit of peeling paint right here and down here. But the cab corner is just starting back here, but it's very fixable. You could even probably fix it using this cab corner and just pound it back into place and putty it or do something from the other side. But the rocker is good. And this window here is fucked up, but rockers are good on both sides. Normally these passenger side rockers go, the driver's side rocker goes, and what's really bad on these is the driver's side cab corner, but it's clean. So for some reason he had the stereo hooked up weird. The back speakers weren't connected to the factory harness, so I had to figure out what was going on with that. I figured it out. They're working now. He had an extra set of wires in there that were hooked up to the stereo, but they did nothing. So maybe he had speakers underneath the seat or something. I really don't know. Really, the only flaws in the interior is it's dirty. Actually, I haven't even looked underneath this back seat yet. It's got the cubby right here, but I haven't even popped it up to see what's even underneath it. I might do that in a second. The interior light works, the headliners, okay, a little minor spot right there. But for what it is, for a 96, it's not bad. I was going to clean the dash, but the guy's coming at 1 o'clock to get it, so I don't really have enough time. And I wanted to make this video. No point putting the door panel back on since he needs to fix the handle anyways. So, all the windows work. Everything seems to work. The power seats work. The power locks obviously work, power mirrors work. The AC appears to work. It may need to be recharged. I know yesterday when I had it running, the one line, it was hotter yesterday. The one line was getting hot. So I think the AC works, but it needs to be recharged. That's the pickup for the alarm right there. But overall, it's too nice to mud. And even after you put a transmission in it, this truck's probably worth, without doing the body, I'm thinking about $2,000. This truck could be worth. I do the transmission, but I can't really have it sitting around here in my driveway. My neighbors will complain. So it's good as of right now since it has temporary tags on it and temporary insurance. But I just can't leave it sitting around here, and I'm not out in the country enough to do the transmission, or else I would. I even found a transmission for it. But oh, there's pencils in here I want to get out. I'll grab them out in a second, but I gotta take my tags off of it. Well, he'll bring me back my tags most likely, but other than that, it seems to be okay. I've had a lot of people interested in it. I posted it up online, and within 10 minutes of having it posted, I had 75 people interested, and I had that many contacts. And I said, yeah, it's available. Everyone couldn't come till Sunday, though. A lot of people couldn't come till Sunday. And then my buddy was texting me last night, because he came up and saw it yesterday, and said, yeah, if I get it, I got to make payments on it. I said, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can make payments on it all you want. And he wanted it. So I don't know what he's going to do with it. He might just he already found transmission as well. But maybe put transmission in and resell it. It'd be a good work truck. Not necessarily a family truck since it doesn't have the third or fourth door. But it'd be a good work truck for somebody since it's 4-wheel drive. It's got new tires on it. Body is good. It should pass the safety. I don't know 100% what the brakes look like. I never pulled off any tires to see what the brakes look like. But overall, it's a decent truck, and I got it for a good price, and I'm selling it to my buddy for a good price, and we'll be done with it, and it won't be sitting around. It's not going to get destroyed driving it through the field. So anyways, the 89 will be pulled out eventually. I gotta get it out of there. The field I was going to play around in got sold, unfortunately, and I gotta get the 89 out of there at some point. I was initially going to use this to pull it out, but I don't really want to use this. It's not my truck anymore. It'll get out of there. Gotta get tires on it. The guy that's buying this has a set of tires I can use to get the 89 out of there, and we'll go from there. But here it is, 96 Chev. It's being sold back off, and that's pretty much it with that. Quick backstory on it, and quick reasons on why. It's too clean. See, my neighbor had a 96 or 97, and it was rotted right out. And I offered him $600 for it, but he hummed and hawed about it, and he ended up scrapping it. And it would have been worth it to take it to the field and just run the living snot out of it. It had overheating problems. The body was gone. The frame was rusty. Only thing it had good on it was brake lines and fuel lines, because the guy had just did them, and the body was basically falling apart. But hey, live you learn. So 96 is gone. I won't have to pull out any airbags. I know one person was saying, "Oh, don't touch anything inside. Oh, MTO, blah blah blah." But I'm not doing it. Also, this truck is a 6-passenger, so it's a good one to have, because it has the fold-up center console here, and a lot of them have the full center console, but this one does not. I don't know if it makes it more desirable or not, but yeah, here it is. It's going very soon, and we're done with it. So talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please subscribe, comment.